There is a woman right now, scrolling, looking for a sign that she is not too late. Looking for proof that the years she thinks she wasted, were not wasted. Looking for one voice that will tell her the truth instead of comforting her into staying stuck. So let me be that voice today. Because here is what nobody told you. You did not fail because you were weak. You did not fall behind because you were lazy. You have been fighting battles that were never yours to begin with, battles built on lies. 15 of them. Quiet lies. Convincing lies. Lies dressed up as wisdom, as humility, as just being realistic. Today, we are naming every single one. And once a lie is named, it loses its power. So sit up. This is not a soft word for a soft moment. This is a wake-up call for the woman who is done sleeping through her own life. I want you to understand something before we go any further. Failure is not an event. Failure is not a moment. Failure is a belief, repeated daily, until it becomes a pattern, until the pattern becomes a personality, until you start introducing yourself by your limitations instead of your calling. Every woman who has ever felt stuck, in her finances, her purpose, her relationships, her faith, was not stuck because life was unfair to her. She was stuck because somewhere along the way, she believed something that was not true, and she built her whole life on top of it. You cannot build a strong life on a foundation of lies. It does not matter how hard you work. It does not matter how many hours you pray, how early you rise, how much you sacrifice. If the foundation is cracked, the building will fall. So today we are not talking about motivation. Motivation fades by evening. We are talking about demolition, tearing down the false beliefs so something true and lasting can be built in their place. 15 lies. Let's go one by one. Lie number 1. I am too old to start. This lie convinces a woman that there is an invisible clock ticking louder than her purpose. That somewhere a door closed, and she wasn't in the room when it happened. But here is the truth. Seasons change. They do not expire. A woman does not have an expiration date stamped on her destiny. Every year you have lived is not a year lost. It is a year of evidence, of wisdom, of scars that qualify you to help someone who is where you used to be. Stop measuring your life by a clock that was never designed to define you. Age is not your enemy. Delay caused by fear disguised as waiting for the right time. That is the real thief. Lie number 2. I need permission to be great. So many women are waiting for someone, a father, a husband, a pastor, an employer, to finally say, "You're ready." And while she waits for that voice, her gifts sit untouched. Nobody is coming to hand you a certificate for your calling. Permission is not something you receive. It is something you take quietly, with obedience, one step at a time. The moment you stop asking, "Who will let me?" and start asking, "What has been placed in my hands?" that is the moment you begin to move. Lie number 3. My past disqualifies me. This lie is loud. It replays your worst mistakes on a screen in your mind and convinces you that grace has a limit, that some things are too broken to be used. But the truth is this: the very things you are most ashamed of are often the very things that will become your greatest testimony. Your past is not evidence against you. It is proof of what you survived. Nothing you have done has made you unusable. It has made you unforgettable, once you let it become your message instead of your prison. Lie number 4. I have to do this alone. Independence has been sold to women as strength, until it quietly became isolation. She learns to carry everything herself because asking for help once made her feel weak, or because trust broke somewhere, and she promised herself, never again. But no one was designed to carry everything alone. Even the strongest structures have support beams. Needing people is not weakness. Refusing people while slowly drowning, and calling it strength, that is the trap. Lie number 5. If I rest, I am lazy. There is a woman running herself into the ground, mistaking exhaustion for excellence. She believes her worth is measured by how tired she is at the end of the day. But rest is not the opposite of purpose. Burnout is not a badge of honor, it is a warning sign. A field left fallow for a season produces a greater harvest than a field worked without pause until the soil gives out. You were never called to be a machine. You were called to be sustainable. Line number 6. Comparison shows me where I stand. Every time she opens her phone, she measures her behind the scenes against someone else's highlight reel, and walks away feeling smaller than she was 5 minutes before. But comparison was never designed to be a measuring tool for your life, because you are not competing in someone else's race. Her timeline is not your timeline. Her assignment is not your assignment. The moment you stop watching her lane, you finally have the clarity to run yours. Line number 7. My voice doesn't matter. Somewhere, a woman was silenced, talked over, dismissed, told her opinion was too much, and she internalized it as truth. So now she shrinks in rooms she was destined to lead in. But your voice was not given to you by accident. There is a tone, a perspective, a way of seeing the world that only you carry. When you go quiet, the world does not just lose your noise, it loses your solution. Speak. Even shaking. Especially shaking. Line number 8. I am defined by what he thinks of me. Whether it's a father who never affirmed her, a partner who withholds approval, or a culture that ties a woman's worth to whether a man validates her, this lie convinces her that she is only as valuable as the last opinion spoken over her. But no human voice was ever meant to be your foundation. People's opinions shift with their moods, their pain, their limitations. You cannot build your identity on something that unstable. You are not what he said. You are not what he failed to say either. Line number 9. Financial struggle is just my portion. This lie disguises itself as humility. Some people are just meant to struggle, when really it is a stronghold convincing an entire generation of women to make peace with lack instead of contending for provision. Struggle is not sacred. Poverty is not proof of holiness. You are allowed to want more, plan for more, work for more, and receive more, without guilt. A door that never opens is not always the will of God. Sometimes it is a lie you never challenged. Line number 10. I miss my window. She looks back at the dream she had at 20, or 25, or 30, and because it did not happen on that exact timeline, she assumes the window closed and locked behind her forever. But dreams do not have expiry dates, only the fear around them does. What feels like a missed window is often a delayed door, not a closed one. Some of the greatest assignments in history began after what looked like the right time had already passed. Line number 11. Being everything to everyone is my calling. Mother, provider, peacemaker, counselor, employee, caretaker, she wears every hat, pours from an empty cup, and calls the exhaustion love. But you cannot pour from a well you never refill. Sacrifice without boundaries is not love, it is slow self-erasure. The healthiest thing you can give the people who need you is a version of you that is not running on empty. Line number 12. My dreams are too big, I should be realistic. Somewhere she shrunk her vision to fit inside what felt safe, achievable, and unlikely to embarrass her if it failed. She traded the dream for the safe version of the dream. But you were never handed a big vision by accident. The size of the dream inside you is not a mistake. It is a clue about the size of the grace assigned to carry it out. Realistic has quietly become a synonym for small, and small was never your assignment. Line number 13. I have to have it all figured out before I move. Clarity has become a condition for obedience. She waits for the full map before taking the first step, and years pass while she is still waiting for a plan that was never going to arrive fully formed. But faith was never designed to see the whole staircase. It was only ever designed to take the next step. Clarity is often the reward of movement, not the requirement for it. Move, and the next step will reveal itself. Line number 14. If it hasn't happened yet, it never will. Delay feels like denial. When prayers go unanswered on her timeline, she assumes the answer is no, and quietly gives up believing. But delay is not denial, it is often development. Some things take longer to build because they are built to last. The harvest that comes late is not a lesser harvest. It is often the one strong enough to survive the winter that follows. Lie number 15. I am not enough. This is the root lie. Every other lie on this list is really just a branch growing out of this one core wound, the belief that at her core, she is fundamentally lacking. Not smart enough. Not disciplined enough. Not pretty enough, strong enough, spiritual enough, worthy enough. But hear this clearly, you were never called to be enough on your own. You were called to be available, and to let grace be sufficient where you are not. The moment you stop trying to manufacture your own enoughness, and start standing in what has already been placed in you, that is the moment this lie loses its grip forever. 15 lies. Named. Exposed. Finished having authority over you. Now here is what I need you to do. Not tomorrow. Not when things calm down. Now. Pick one of these 15, the one that hit hardest, the one that made your chest tighten a little, and speak against it out loud today. Not silently. Out loud. Because lies live in silence, and truth grows the moment it is spoken. You are not too old. You are not disqualified. You are not alone, and you are not almost enough, you already are. She stands is not a channel. It is a declaration. It means that no matter what tried to keep her down, every failure, every delay, every voice that said she couldn't, she is still standing. So stand up, sister. Not because it's easy, but because you were never built to stay down. This is your sign. Get up.